Michael, now to the Ukraine. US intelligence says President Zelensky's counter-offensive, funded and trained by NATO, is set to, quote, fail. What does this mean? Is Russia going to win?
Well, the ruble is through the floor. The Russians have lost 200,000 dead. Russian planes are landing in Istanbul airport without brakes because they can't get semiconductors. Doesn't look like winning to me. But these anonymous intel people who deny the Ukrainians F-16s and long-range missiles, you know, what do they expect them to do? Treat their citizen soldiers like meat, like the Wagner Group? They're not going to do that. It's going to take longer than we thought. But all the serious military people, Hodges, General Hodges, Mick Ryan, who's up there in Bris Vegas, Amanda, and General Jack Keane, who's this network's senior strategic advisor, say the Ukrainians are winning, but they have to grind through the Russians because they don't have air cover.
Well, that's a little bit more encouraging. Kosha, what are your thoughts?
I think that's right, and it's too early or too premature to say, you know, which way this story is going to end. There are lots of twists and turns left to go. One other dynamic, though, that I always do look to is the role of the U.S. in this fight, and that is, without a doubt, a big factor that's going to drive the way this story ends. I mention this every week, that support for the extent of involvement by U.S. leadership in the war is dwindling. There's all sorts of people from RFK Jr. to Henry Kissinger questioning the path. Congress is trying to increase oversight on the level of funding that's going there in terms of equipment, financially, et cetera. And based on how the election goes and how things go, you know, that might be something that determines the outcome of this war yet to come.
It doesn't seem there's the same community consensus in the US too about who the good guys are in this conflict, whereas in Australia I think there seems to be a lot more consistency. We need to go to a break, I'm afraid, but thank you very much for your contributions tonight. As always, a joy to have you both, Michael Danby and Kosha Gada.